guys, this is Tushador and today we will have our first sketchbook tour. Yeah, this is my first completely finished sketchbook. Anyway, let's get started. By the way, this is the first time I use this sketchbook because I didn't have much option in my local stationery shop, so I just kept this one. But I don't recommend it highly because the pages are not strong enough, especially if you want to use it for watercolor. So as you see, I started drawing from the last page because I didn't want to face with this uncle every time I take my sketchbook. So I start from this side and I decided to put a little drawing on the cover. But actually this is my first official painting I did on the sketchbook. I used my watercolor and micron pen on this one to add some details in the end. I didn't draw anything on my first page. I just put name and days. As you see, it took me 3 months to complete this sketchbook. I was hoping to finish it in 1 month, but anyway, I'm quite proud to finish it. 1 or 3 months, doesn't matter. So let's officially begin. I have to let you know that those are one of the last drawings I made because whenever I start a new sketchbook, I feel insecure and I feel so excited to fill the first page right away. So I mostly leave a couple pages empty to come back and fill later when I feel more secure about my paintings probably. So those pages are pretty fresh. They are like one of the last paintings I did before I complete this sketchbook. I drew those from my imagination, and as you see, I am obsessed with drawing girls. Half of this sketchbook is belong to girl drawings. Get ready. Here are more girls. These I drew from Pinterest model. Whenever I feel like I stuck with my art and I don't know what to draw, Pinterest is the first place I seek for some inspiration. If you're having some trouble to find inspiration also, I totally recommend you to take a look at Pinterest or Instagram also. When I see other artists' paintings, it's always inspiring me. Those two from Pinterest also, and here I try to draw Best Dressed. I don't know if you know her, she's one of my favorite YouTuber, and as you see, it didn't end up looking like her a lot, but anyway, it was fun to try. This one can inspire some horror movies probably. She even scares me. Yes, that's quite horrible. Anyway, surprise, more girls! These two from Pinterest, but the bottom one is from my imagination, and the bottom one actually is my favorite on this page. I don't know, I quite like the color balance on it and the lighting as well. This one is officially first drawing in this sketchbook and my first attempt to join Draw This in Your Style challenge. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's quite fun. It's like some artists are publishing their art and asking others to draw it in their style, and it's amazing to see same design from 1,000 different art styles. And that one was belonged to Faber. She's an incredible artist and she has a YouTube channel as well. You should check her page out for sure, she's great. Here is my Narcissistic Page. Maybe you saw it already. I have a self-portrait video on my channel, and before I record my videos, I mostly do some sketches to warm up, and this page was one of them. Here's my second Draw This in Your Style challenge drawing. I'm leaving here Instagram of the artist as well if you want to take a look. Left side is from my imagination, but nothing special about them though. Actually, some of you are asking me to draw some male models instead of females because I always draw females, and I wanted to give it a try. Even though I'm not having much fun drawing males, I prefer girls all the time. It's probably because I'm not so good at drawing males, and yeah, those ones also, they are not so good, but it's good to try something different time to time. Those were all from Pinterest models. They have quite characteristic faces, which I love a lot. This one is from my imagination. Wasn't enjoying much, so I just leave it like this. I think this is one of my favorite in the sketchbook. And this one is from the time I was obsessed with my dry leaves and combining them with my girls. This one was preparation for my July bullet journal. And this one is small trial version for my another video. This one was for another Draw This in Your Style challenge. You can see them all on my Instagram page if you wanna take a look. Here it is. I used some shimmery kind of paint here. Maybe you can see it glow slightly. In that page, I wanted to do something more colorful to get out of my comfort zone because I'm not using very shiny color mostly, and I ended up drawing those shits. Yeah, I obviously don't like them much. Of course, some of you might like, it's really up to taste, but for sure those are not my cup of tea. Here are some fishes and then another unfinished girl illustration. I actually have a lot of unfinished drawings. Probably I don't have any finished drawings though. In this one I quite like the hair color. And here I tried my masking liquid, but it peeled off the half of the paper. That's why I didn't recommend this book, because the papers are not like thick enough. The thing I use is from Winsor & Newton. It's called masking liquid. You just put it on your paper before you start painting on the areas you want to keep white. And when you're done with your painting, you just peel it off. So it gives you the perfect white unpainted gaps in your painting. Actually, it has an amazing effect, which I couldn't catch, obviously. I think I should try to use it in a better watercolor paper next time. This one was another draw this in your style. First I painted the dress and I didn't like how it turned out. But then I cut a piece of paper and paint some roses on it and glue it back here. Maybe you can see it. So it's kind of same my drawing. It's a bit too much roses, but still okay. I really didn't like the previous version, so this is way better than what it was before. But I think I'm done with painting roses for a while. I did a lot. Here we have something slightly different, at least. I mean, I draw girls, but I use different media. The left side is nothing special, but the right side I use my charcoal pencil, and I quite like it actually. Normally I don't use charcoal pencil a lot because it's too messy for me to deal with, but I like to change my media time to time. It gives some fresh air to my art. Maybe I can do a big size charcoal pencil portrait later. I love how sharp black you can have with it. More girls! Yeah, you see how creative I am. At least here I use different color. This one I quite like. My lines are smooth and shading is not bad too. This one looks like Kalasi. I don't know how it happened, it just turned out this way. This one is from a Pinterest model. I rarely draw figures, I mean like whole body, but I really enjoy drawing this one. Those both from models as well. They were like 10-minute sketches to warm up. This one is from my imagination. It took quite a while to draw because I wasn't sure what to do with it. So I kind of leave it undone also. But I quite like the elephant part. I would like to do some maybe big illustration with some elephants inside. All the sketching on the left side is from my Singapore trip. We had a short trip there recently and I did like fast sketches of some of my favorite spots and I put some like kind of romantic quotes under it about my highlights of that trip. I quite like this page, especially because it's more like sketchbook page, you know, it's cozy, there are some notes, it's dirty, it's more spontaneous. Those are from model also. To be honest, when I draw from a model, I never try to make them look exactly like the original picture. I mostly take the part that I like on that model and being spontaneous about the rest. This is the latest Draw This in Your Style challenge piece and it was so fun to draw. This page was going good, but unfinished as usual. Especially when it comes to hands. I'm so bad at drawing hands, so I mostly leave it like this to don't deal with hands. Oh look, I draw hands here, even though it's kinda hidden under the chin, still. Those sketches I made during a rainforest trip, but to be honest, it wasn't easy. It was too hot and full of flies. Those trees I draw in the rainforest also. Over there they had 100 meters long tropic trees, which I love it, and there's a video about it also on my channel if you wanna take a look. Those are little charming details of that forest. Here I try to draw a little city, but I'm so bad at sculpting the city, so when I add these streets, it's turned out something I'm not quite fan of. I think I draw lots of girls, but I'm not gonna stop because I like it so much. Hair of this one is quite lame, but I like her jacket though. It's quite stylish. I love those both. One day I feel so much inspiration and I draw like 5-6 pieces in a row. These happen very rarely, but This drawing belongs to this day and I enjoy it. It was so fast and it was like, I was like a machine. I don't know what happened. Even though I'm not a fan of pink, I just feel like pink this day, and as you see, I use lots of pink. And this one is fruit of the same inspiration wave. Couldn't finish entirely, but I like those king seals. In this page, I'm only obsessed with this one. I don't know why, but I quite like this one. I didn't like the others much. This page I quite love too. I know that I'm like in love with most of them right now because they're like my babies. Okay, I'm being dramatic now. Shh, stop it, Tuccia. Yeah, here is my torture page. As I told you, I'm not good at drawing hands. I sit and decided to draw lots of hands to practice them a bit. It was so long to complete, but I'm glad I did it. I like to challenge myself time to time. Not so often, very rarely, but still. And I use my Winsor & Newton gold in here. It's amazing, isn't it? I love it. This from my imagination. I like how simple and soft it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's just simple but enough. Finally, something different. Even though I'm not quite fond of it, it's still good to try something different time to time. This page was going so good. I love this one, especially the colors and the shading on it is amazing. And I love this one also. I love the hair. But what the... What's that is super scary, it's horrible. I just used my pen while the painting was still wet, so it all like melt and go down and turn out something super horrible like this. Anyway, but I think I'm gonna do a big detail version of this one. I quite like it. Ta-da! More girls! For a while, I was obsessed with fishes and I wanted to draw another one, but I didn't like it much. It's not like nothing special. I love those cute houses. Where I live, there's a floating village that inspired me a lot to do this one. And that one here is a sister of my golden houses. Love them. Love all of them. They are super cute. Another page with charcoal pencil. I managed to keep this one a bit clean, surprisingly. Here's my last page. I used my story color set from Critique here. I don't like the pigment quality a lot. There's not like very charming color or something, but I love this gold effect. It's just amazing. Here I come to end of my first official sketchbook tour. I hope you liked the video and please tell me which one is your favorite. I would like to know. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you guys very soon. Ciao!